Hello students, I hope you are having a grip on this particular topic like linear equation in two variables. So we have a good question in front of you. The parking charges of a car in Hyderabad railway station for the first 2 hours is rupees 50 and for rupees 10 and rupees 10 for each subsequent hour. Means if you keep the vehicle for 1 hour, first 1 hour or 1.5 hour or up to 2 hours, you have to pay 50 rupees and 10 rupees extra for the additional 1 hour. If in case you are going for the third hour, you need to pay. So that is a relationship, that's a trick there. And write down the equation and draw the graph and find the following charges from the graph. First bit, second bit and third bit. We will handle those things. Let us first try to construct a linear equation between these two. I will say let x be the number of hours, y be the total charge. Alright. Now we know that y is equal to total charge is equal to whatever it is. First you have to pay 50 rupees. If you are गाड़ी पहले लगा दी तो 50 रुपए देने का है तुम्हारे को. Even if it is half an hour or 1 hour or maximum 2 hours. Plus x into x is a number of hours. 10 into x minus 2. Why x minus 2? Because this 50 is included for the first 2 hours. And then on additional you have to take. So if it is 3 hours means you will not multiply 3 into 10. You have to multiply 1 into 10 because already 2 hours are accounted here. So that 50 you will write here into 10, plus 10 into x minus 2. So y is equal to 50 plus 10x minus 10 to the 20. So y is equal to 50 minus 20 is what? 30 plus 10x. So you have got a relationship between two variables, linear relationship between two variables. Now what is the question asked? The question asked is write down the equation. Yes, I did my job. Now draw the graph. How you are going to draw the graph? You need a table for y is equal to 30 plus 10x. Alright. So technically I will take x value, I will have to calculate y value and then x comma y. This is the table I need to get to draw the graph. And minimum how many values I want? I have to get 2 values. So let us take x is equal to 1. For x is equal to 1, what is y value? 10 ones are 10, 10 plus 30 will be 40. Y will be equal to 40. So it is 1 comma 40. Now if I go for x is equal to 2, when I say x is equal to 2, what will you write? It is 10 2s are 20 plus 30. 20 plus 30 is equal to what? 50. Is it not? When you are keeping the vehicle for 2 hours, what is the charge you need to pay? 50 rupees. If you are keeping the vehicle for 1 hour, technically you will say you are paying 40 rupees. Is it not? 40 rupees. So that is how the calculation is. But minimum charge is 50. So this is 2 comma 50. Alright, this is the ordered pair. Now what am I going to do? I am going to take this as y axis. I am going to write this as x axis. This is y axis. And now x is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit on x axis. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units on y axis. So let me write those units 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This can't be negative. X can't be negative. Number of hours can't be negative. So you will have always a positive value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even y is also positive because it is a money. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you able to follow? Alright, now let us plot this. 1 comma 40. When 1 is here, 40 is here. So I plot this point 1 comma 40. 2 comma 50. 2 is here and 50 is here. Alright, in case you are interested, go with 3. So 10 3s are 30, 30 plus 30, 60. You will write 3 comma 60. Alright. So this is a relationship, linear relationship you draw between the two variables. And when you, alright, you join this. So what you get is the graph of y is equal to 30 plus 10 into x. 30 plus 10 into x. Technically speaking, minimum is 1 hour. This is not valid, and even the technically speaking, you cannot extend the line here because you don't have the negative time. Alright, so you must stop till here only, and technically speaking, you actually have to stop till here only because minimum charge you need to pay is what? 50. All right, so you get, this is a dotted line, that is what you draw. So this is the graph. Now you have drawn the graph. Now what is it? What is the charge for the first 3 hours? Charge for the first 3 hours. Charge for the first 3 hours is how much? 60 from the graph. First one, charge for first 3 hours. Y is equal to 30 plus 10 into 3. So it is Y is equal to 30 plus 30, 60 rupees. Second bit, for 6 hours. Charge for 6 hours. Charge for 6 hours. What do? Y is equal to 30 plus 10 into 6. 10 6 are 60 plus 30. So Y is equal to what? 90 rupees. Second bit is done. Now there is a third bit given to you. How many charges did Rekha pay, park? Right? How many hours did Rekha park her car if she paid rupees 80? Right? Some lady is there. She parked her car and at the end of the day she has paid rupees 80. How many hours did she park her car? So if Y is equal to 80, what is X? So you have to put in the relationship Y is equal to 30 plus 10x. So 80 is equal to 30 plus 10 into x. Now 80 minus 30 is equal to what? 50 is equal to 10x. So x is equal to what? 5. Means Rekha has parked her car for how many hours? 5 hours. You can do it this way. Else what you do is from graph you draw a straight line parallel to x-axis. Where it meets, from there you drop a line parallel to y-axis. Here, this is the value of x. So, the third bit says Rekha has parked her car for 3 hours. So, children, this is how you will take a graph. What is important is not that graph. What is important is this. You need to figure out the linear relationship between two variables. You need to identify what are the two variables. In this problem, the two variables are number of hours and the dependent variable is charge. Based on the number of hours, the charge will vary. So once you identify those two variables, you need to figure out the relationship between them, and that is what is the chapter's name, linear relationship between two variables. So I want you to pause the video, copy down the question, go through, and then we will go for the next problem. Yeah, well, I'm sure you have copied the previous question, pausing the video. Now you have similar questions. Samira was driving a car with uniform speed of 60 kilometers per hour. Find the distance time graph. Find the distance time graph. From the graph, find the distance traveled by Samira in 1.5 hours, 2 hours and 3 hours. See, we all know that distance is equal to speed into time. This is a very simple formula. Everybody knows distance, speed and time relationship. Now what are the variables here? The variables is time and the variable is distance. Speed is fixed. Uniform speed means that is fixed, right? Speed is how much? Speed of car is 60 kilometers per hour, 60 kmph. So I'll say let. So therefore, the relationship is D is equal to 60t. That's it. Now I may call y is equal to 60x. Or I may call x is equal to 60y. I need to define where I call d is equal to 60d. I'll say where d is distance travelled and t is time taken. Alright, these are the variables. So these are linear relationship between two variables. I need to draw the graph for that. In order to draw the graph for that, you need to have a table for d is equal to 60t. You have t and you have d calculation. Based on that, you have to write t comma d. Alright. Now, if I take time is equal to 0, when time is 0, no distance is covered. So, ordered pair is 0 comma 0. If I take t is equal to 1 hour, when I take t is equal to 1 hour, distance covered is what? D is equal to 60 into 1 is 60 kilometers. And the ordered pair is 1 comma 60. If I say time is 2 hours, in 2 hours 60 into 2, 120 kilometers is the distance covered. So ordered pair is 2 comma 120. See, this is how you will try to draw the table. Alright, now this is x-axis and this is y-axis. I will say on the graph, this is x-axis represented by time, this is y-axis represented by distance travelled. Alright. Now I will take 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit on x-axis, and 1 centimeter is equal to, how many units shall I take? I will take 60 units on y-axis. Now why 60? Because you can see it's a multiple of 60. Alright. So this is 1 centimeter, this is 2 centimeters, this is 3. Time can't be negative, so I am not drawing any negative quantities. Similar distance can't be negative. This is 1 centimeter, this is 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters and 6 centimeters. So it is 60, 120, 180, 240 and 300 kilometers. Whereas time is 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours and 4 hours, like this. Now how do you proceed with the problem? You have to draw the graph, and this is x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, this is the point. And now 1 comma 60, this is 1, this is 60, this is a point. 2 comma 120 is the ordered pair, 2, and this is 120. And when you draw a line using a scale, you can see a line passing through origin, right? So you got a graph for the relation d is equal to 60t. This is the graph. We have done our job. Now find the distance travelled by Samira in 1.5 hours using the graph. See, 1.5 hours is the time. So for t is equal to 1.5. 1.5 means what? 1.5. What is d is equal to? Using graph, 1.5 means you are here. What you are going to do? You are going to draw a line parallel to y-axis. Where is it intersecting? Here. From here you draw a line parallel to x-axis, right? What is the value here? You need to note. And if you see using the graph, the value between 60 and 120 is 90. All right. So you can see this value is what? 90. So from graph, d is equal to what? 90 kilometers, right? Now this is using graph. Otherwise, if you are not using the graph, substitute in the relationship d is equal to 60 into what is t is equal to 1.5. 1.5 means what? 1.5. So 60 is equal to d is equal to 60 into 1.5 is what? 90 kilometers. Similar way, second question, 2. For 2, right? For 2, you draw a line parallel to y-axis. It is intersecting here. From here you draw a line parallel to x-axis. It is intersecting here. How much is the value? 120. So for t is equal to 2 hours, distance travelled is equal to how much? 120 kilometers using the graph. Like that, he is asking you for 3.5 hours. You can do likewise and comment your answer in the comment box. I am sure these are the very silly and small questions you are able to follow. In the next video, we will try to conclude, and I will try to give you some of the standard formulas, like what is the equation of x-axis, what is the equation of y-axis, and how it is derived. That will be taught to you in the next video. So meanwhile, just keep practicing, and if you are having any doubts, please comment in the comment sections. Thank you, take care, and bye-bye.